Welcome to Cosplayers Paradigm, a podcast about everything cosplay related, from the conventions that you love to the people that you love even more. And now, let's get on to the show.
Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Cosplayers Paradigm. Today, I am joined by Melody Spinning Cosplay, otherwise known as Ray. Say hello to everyone, Ray.
Hi.
So, we've had a lot of fun guests here lately. I mean, we've had professional, we've had brand new, those that are intrigued, a little bit of everything, which is all really nice. So let's hear from you, Ray. Tell us about yourself and how you got into cosplay.
Well, basically, me getting into cosplay started about when I was 7, because my best friend, who was really close to graduating high school, started going to cons and stuff, and she invited me to GR Comic Con one year. So I
Okay.
decided, because my dad worked in a haunted corn maze, to start doing my first costume ever, which was Hermione Granger.
Oh, I
And
like that.
ever since that, I've been finding more costumes. Like, my first full wig was Todoroki from My Hero. But ever since then, I've been learning to make costume style wigs, finding partnerships and all kinds of things. And I've gotten pretty decent at doing a lot of costume stuff myself without help.
That's impressive. I've seen a lot of people who've done some phenomenal work with wigs, and I just only wish I could even do the beginning part. The best I can do is slick my hair back and put one on. That's it.
It's very hard to start making wigs. I just started learning how to sew other colors of hair wefts onto other wigs. I just started learning that.
Okay. I've seen a few tutorials online where a person's shaved pretty much all the hair off of the wig, then re-sewed it on, glued it on, and basically making it almost look like from scratch, even though it was, purchased that way. And I have to say, I'm really intrigued what is the possibilities, because I'd like to go ahead and do something more.
Yeah, there's a lot of possibilities when you learn how to take off all the hair and re-glue it. You can do any kind of styles, spikes, gravity-defying ponytails, all kinds of things.
It's definitely something I'm gonna have to look into. Now, you were mentioned before that you've gone to a few cons, and over the years.
Yeah, I've gone to 4 different ones, which I used to go to multiple times, and my next one is in November.
So you'll be going to the Grand Rapids Comic Con as well,
Yeah,
aren't you?
I'll be going just one day.
Okay. Well, I'm going to be there as well, so hopefully we'll see you there.
I'll probably be dressed as Cersei from the Odyssey, with
All
my
right.
aunt either doing Odysseus or Athena.
Oh, I like that. I know someone else who's going to be actually a guest there who is really into the lore. So as soon as they see you, they're probably just going to be like, I got to talk to you.
I'll either do Cersei's, Odysseus, Telemachus, or Calypso, depending on which one I finish before con.
Okay. That's a really good selection. I like that. So the cons that you've gone to, what kind of cosplays have you seen that were actually your favorite?
Well, a couple months ago, I went to Holland Con, I think it was, as Luna from Helluva Boss, and I saw a Lucifer, the cannibal lady, I forgot her name.
Rosie.
Yeah, no, not Rosie, it was the other girl. And then I saw a couple other has-been cosplayers, so I got a picture with all of them, and the Lucifer gave me a duck.
I like that. There was actually a Lucifer doing that at the Grand Rapids Comic Con Spring Fling. Wonder if it might have been the same person.
It probably was.
Small, kind of like a small duck.
Yeah.
Yeah, a very good possibility it was the same guy. I like that. having fun with a cosplay, going out, enjoying yourself, but bringing props, bringing more fun to surprise people. It's always a great time.
I've made so many friends from cons. Like all my best friends that I trust the most, I've met through conventions.
That's amazing. I have to agree. I mean, I've had some best friends, of course, before the cons, but when I started going, I mean, these are my people. This is what I want to do. I didn't know there was that many more people out there that shared the same passion. And now I've made friends with three in particular that we've gone to multiple cons where I've shown up, they're there, we've hung out, and they've included me with a couple of different things that they've done, which is just phenomenal. Plan to do
That's
it again
awesome.
in, of course, in November and in December, going all the way down to Columbus, Ohio.
Ooh.
So that one should be really fun.
I would go to that one, but it's too far of a drive for me.
It's a bit of a drive, but we're going to be carpooling, so we're going to try doing it that way, and it's a little bit of preparation, but I'm going to be going as a member of the press. So I'll be getting in there, and someone's going to be my cameraman with. That would be Joe from Have Camera Will Cosplay. Phenomenal guy, and if you ever see him or you want to get a photo shoot done with compositions of the highest grade level but professionalism, he's the one to get a hold of. His work is outstanding, and his demeanor is top notch. Especially if you're going to be doing something like from the Odyssey, Greek mythology of any sort. I mean, oh, he will definitely get that and capture the best for it.
Yeah, I've been doing Odyssey cosplays since a musical called Epic the Musical came out.
Okay.
It hasn't been out for too long, but they're releasing one of the last two sagas on Halloween.
Ooh, I like
So
that.
I've been huge into that, and I've gotten all my inspiration for all my Odyssey costumes from their designs.
Oh, okay. That is definitely a great way to do it. I have to give the props to the video game, developers out there. They take one thing, they see it, elaborate more, and we're given a whole new inspiration and new ideas to think about. Which for some of us who are broke half the time, that's not good. So it just goes onto a laundry list of next when I can get to it.
Yeah, I'm broke, but what I do with being broke with costumes, I use old clothes I don't wear anymore.
So like me, you're a closet cosplayer that also is a budget cosplayer with building other props to go along with.
Kind of, because what I've been doing for one of my weapons, my dad's getting a bunch of stuff from his work that he can take out to keep to make for my costumes. And then my friend gives me her old costumes, and I've been cutting those to the right design for the costumes I'm making. So I use old stuff and make new stuff out of it.
Definitely the way to do it. Don't just keep with one, reuse, recycle. Just, yeah, it's
It's a
quite
lot
smart.
cheaper that way.
It is. But it allows you flexibility and you can have fun with it. Besides, if you decide you want to go back, you still have it. Definitely a good way to go. The funny part is you're actually going right down the lines of what I'm going to ask you before I even get a chance to ask you. I'm liking that. Surprising, but I'm liking that. So, let's see. Yep, we already went ahead and went with that one right there since you've made a lot of friends in cosplay. So, you said your first one was Grand Rapids, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And out of all the different cons you've gone to, what would you say your favorite one actually was?
My favorite one was Kogan Con. That one's like 10-15 minutes from where I live, so I can walk or drive there. And I've had a great experience there because it's a smaller con. Yes, it's harder to pick a costume for it, but you get to know people better there because it's a lot smaller than the 3-day conventions.
That is true. I was able to attend that this year.
I
Were
went
you
this year, and I was in the competition this year.
okay? So that means I probably saw you. What was your cosplay there that this year?
I was doing Ray Morningstar from Fable SMP, so I was the one with the glittery skirt.
Yes. Okay. I did see you there. In fact, I think you went ahead and walked past me when I was talking to Half Camera Wolf Cosplay as well, right by the doors before going to the stage.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, you got to meet three of my friends in the passing. Well, two of them were actually your judges, Pink Opal and Pink Petal.
Oh, I got to meet them. Pink Opal was the first cosplayer I watched that really got me into cosplay fully.
He's amazing, isn't he?
I love his cosplays, like best cosplays I've ever seen.
Inventive, surprising, and really brings the character to life.
Yeah, my friend, if she was here, she could vouch for me. After I got to meet Pink Opal the first time, I was crying because how happy I was.
Well, you know that Pink Opal is going to be a guest at the Grand Rapids Comic Con as well, right?
Yeah, I told my dad, who sadly can't go to con this year.
Uh, but you'll at least be able to go one day, you said, right?
Yeah, I'm going with my aunt on Saturday.
Well, he'll be there. So you can definitely stop back at the table right there and say hi, unless you're going to the cosplay contest.
Yeah, I'm gonna hopefully do the cosplay contest
Because
at the
as far
end
as
of.
I know, I think he's a judge.
I sign up for every competition they find.
It's good. I have not once yet. I don't feel that the cosplays I've had are warrant enough to be able to enter, but maybe one day.
Like, what you mean by that? Like detailed enough?
Not so much as detailed. I mean, they're pretty much all clothes that I just got out of the closet with very minor changes. The most
That's
that I've actually had was a chainsaw.
my first cosplay competition. Well, I was supposed to compete, but then it ended up going wrong. Um, most of it was very minor changes, and they still let me compete.
Really?
Yeah,
I might have to go ahead and look into that, see what they would actually allow.
yeah. You just have to have some changes to the costume that you did yourself.
Hmm. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to ask them about that, look into the rules, and see. And um, yeah, maybe I can go ahead and enter my Ash, and we'll go ahead and see that.
Yeah.
Now, at all the cons that you've gone to, has there been an event while you're attending that you thought was just amazing or something that stuck in your head? Aside from Kogan Con meeting Pink Opal, because honestly, that's just awesome.
Yeah, that one was like my favorite event. But if I had to pick something other than that, I think just being able to get to know more people, make some friends. Because after Kogan Con, I had met two friends there. Technically, my one friend was talking to them and dragged me over there. And we ended up going to Musical Fountain afterwards as a well, not to Musical Fountain, but just walking around downtown as a group. And then me and my friends stayed for Musical Fountain.
Very cool. It's stuff like that. I think Night Mage said it best. If you're familiar with who Night Mage is, he mentioned that going to cons, you'll meet some of your best friends at the cons compared to anywhere else. Like-minded people, people that are basically a reflection of yourself. And I have to say, I agree.
Mhm.
Now, if I could just go ahead and find a place where I live that has more people into cons and cosplay, and maybe we can get together so I can actually sew or work on something. Kind of like a little work group, if you will.
Yeah, I really want to set one of those up, but no one near me really likes costumes anymore.
Yeah, I'm in a town basically where cars and hunting. That's it.
Yeah, that's here too.
It's a shame, you know. Should have a little bit more, open mindedness to fun. Remember what it was like being a kid and just reflect back with your imagination.
Yeah. The only
But
fun in my town is once a year they do a whole carnival and that's it. But
okay.
not many people go to that because it's expensive.
Oh, that is definitely a shame. Well, when money's tight, there's only so much you can do.
Yeah.
Well, since other towns are now actually doing cons and other things like that, maybe branch out and drive a little bit, not too far to enjoy yourself, right?
Yeah, I don't know how to drive yet, so I have to find a ride if I go further out.
Gotcha. Well, a lot of people on Facebook, different groups, a lot of people like to get together and sometimes do meetups. You never know who you'll meet.
Yeah.
Might actually have a few friends that are on there already going with someone else, and then just, oh, hey, let's tag along.
Yeah, that's
So,
what I'm kind of doing for GR Comic Con because my one friend's going all 3 days.
okay, that should be fun. Do you know what they're going to be going as?
I'm pretty sure. So Saturday, I know they're going as Maple Pines. Um, I don't know what they're doing the other 2 days yet.
Okay. Now, did I miss something? Because Gravity Falls has had such a big uptick recently of people cosplaying.
Yeah, because they made a website with a weird countdown thing, and everyone's trying to figure out what it was.
Oh, how did I miss this?
Like, there's this huge thing on everyone trying to figure out if it's going to be another season next year or something else.
Okay. I'm going to have to look into this. Now you got me intrigued. For anyone who's never seen Gravity Falls, you need to. It is
It
definitely
is the best
worthwhile
show
watching.
ever. It is
Definitely.
amazing. I've been rewatching it.
I tried, but it crashed on me online, so I can't watch it.
I watch it on TV. I don't watch it on phone because it sucks if you watch it on a phone.
It does, but since I'm always out and about and not around a TV, it's kind of my limited space. So who knows? A little bit later on,
Yeah.
but time will tell, right?
Hmm.
So when you go ahead and decide to create your cosplays, walk us through the process of how you decide to design or how you work through the materials.
Well, with the first one I did all handmade, which was the one I competed with last year. What I
Okay.
did was I found the epilogue, all the ending photos of the character from the show I was watching,
Hmm.
and I looked through my drawers first and I found the button up, and then I found an old tank top that was skin color that I never wore. So I painted that with the scar, so then it would be like his scar on his chest. And then my grandma bought me two types of fabric and helped me use her sewing machine to sew glittery fabric into a skirt and the dark purple fabric into a cape. And then with the Cersei's costume I'm making, I have a shorter white dress that does not fit me because it was for my short friend that doesn't wear it anymore. So I'm cutting that because and dyeing it with fabric dye that I have, but putting a lot less in the fabric dye because it's red and her outfit is pink.
Okay.
And I kind of like measure how the Greek mythology shirts are and I stitch it together and make a pattern from it.
Nice. Very cool. And you do this just by hand sewing, or do you use a machine as well?
Usually hand sew, but once in a while when I really need it, I will use a machine.
Okay, that's impressive. Not too many people use just their hands nowadays. I mean, I know a few. Don't get me wrong, but I like the old school style like that. Just has an extra
Hand
touch.
sewing is a lot easier for some reason.
Really?
You have more control over it when you're doing hand sew. When you're doing a machine sew, the machine is what's holding on to the thing. So when you hand sew, you have more control over what you're doing.
Okay, I like that. Gonna have to look into that. Yeah, you're not the only one that I've talked to that does hand sewing, and Pink Opal actually hand sews their costumes as well.
Oh,
Now, I don't remember. No, I don't think so. But Pink Opal has done Deku, of course. Have you seen
yeah,
his
that's
Deku?
yeah. I met him when he was in Villain Deku cosplay.
Oh, okay. So the regular green Deku outfit, it's
Yeah.
scuba material.
Oh, cool.
That's what I said. I didn't even think someone could hand sew that, but he did, and it looks
That's
amazing.
that is awesome.
It has given me inspiration to do the same thing. So this last con that I went to, I had to do a little bit of sewing to fix some material, and yeah, pulled out the old needle thread and just went to it. It still held up, worked out good. So gotta love it. Get a little bit of inspiration from people like that. Let's see. So overall, from when you first started cosplaying when you were 7, you said, to
Yeah.
now, what changes have you seen in the cosplay community?
Well, back when I was first starting, it was very encouraging. Like everyone around was super encouraging. They wouldn't be comparing people. The cons were always welcoming, and now after everything that happened, it's a lot more judgmental and it's more of a chore to cosplay than a hobby anymore because they get mad at you if you don't do a certain thing or if you don't cosplay a certain character. And a lot of the community is just a lot more judgmental. They compare. There are videos I see where they're saying pick the best blank character cosplayer and just comparing everyone when the community is just supposed to be a welcoming space to every kind of cosplay.
Now, we've been hearing this a lot. I mean, the community is still welcoming, but
Yeah,
back in the day, cosplay was kind of like a niche for any of us who had a geek fandom who were into that kind of thing. The jocks had their thing, the popular people had theirs, but now since it's become so mainstream, they've all jumped wagons, they're here, and now there is that small bit of community that has that same naysay where, oh no, no, you have to do it this way. Oh no, no, we're better. When it shouldn't be that way. Cosplay does not matter if it's duct tape and cardboard or a $3,000 specialized jewelry set mixed in with hand sewing and machine sewing.
yeah.
If it makes you happy and you have a character, and you know, that's it. It's all the same.
Mhm.
So it definitely should be inclusive. Be nice to people, and hopefully more people start learning that, and we can get the community back to the way it used to be.
Yeah, I like how the community used to be because my first convention it was amazing, but conventions have sort of changed since the shutdown.
Yeah, the shutdown did change a lot, unfortunately, but give it time, right?
Yep.
Were you inspired by anyone specifically that you and were you able to meet them?
Pink Opal was one of my main inspirations, and I got to meet him. And then my other inspirations are Sherbert Quake, Hey Hey, and a couple other cosplayers I watch.
Okay.
Tammy Lee, and I haven't got to meet them yet, sadly.
Okay. So right now, just basically a essentially a to-do list of be able to go to a con and hopefully meet them at some point, right?
Yeah, which I would have to go to TwitchCon for that because they all go to TwitchCon.
Okay. And where is TwitchCon located at?
California.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Ouch. Okay, well that's going to be a fun little drive, or because I do not want to fly.
Well, I am going to Cali and we are flying in a few months, but
Okay.
not during TwitchCon season, sadly.
Oh, so a little bit on the off season then.
Yeah, because we're going during the school year, not during the summer.
Yeah, that'll do it. Now, what grade are you in right now?
I'm a junior.
Okay, so you got a little bit to go still.
Yeah.
How do you find balancing between your job, school, and cosplay?
Well, my job is cosplay because I work up at Haunted Acres in Silver Lake during Halloween time. So I basically during the week after school, I work on whatever costume I'm going to do that weekend for scare acting. And then throughout the year, I work on that and other projects that I have going on for cosplay.
Very cool. Have you thought about doing a little bit of side business as well? I noticed that a lot of the cosplayers have been having something along the lines.
I haven't found any around near me. I didn't know of any. I just knew there was the haunted corn maze I go to every year to work at.
Okay. Now that's got to be fun though. I mean, go to the scare school, get situated that way, just have fun being yourself and just no real rules, you know?
It is really fun there. My dad worked there for a while and then he quit because he got punched in the face. But
Oh,
the people
that'll do it.
there are family friends, the owners of Haunted Acres. So everyone that works there, every person that is scaring there is family to them. So it's not just a job working there like it would be in Universal Studios for not so scary Halloween nights. This place is like we're all a family. We all know each other. We find ways to hang out at like cookouts. They have a yearly cookout for all the workers, and it's like it's more than just a job. It's another family there.
That's the way to do it. Hiring people is one thing, but inclusion itself like that, heck yeah, that's awesome. Now, you were able to send me a few of your cosplays that you've done. We have a little video right here. I want to go ahead and walk us through this real quick. So, what cosplays did we see right here?
Well, the first one was Isla Morningstar, a Minecraft character that is the mother of two characters, but she was cursed by her husband to be in like a bubble and never be able to see them again because she never loved him. She was forced into it. The second one was Ray Morningstar, the character I did at the competition, who is the one of the two sons of Isla Morningstar, the youngest, and is the scientist of the whole group trying to figure out all the stuff like world resets and all that. The Then you saw Hope Minecraft, who is an AU Dream SMP AU called Dawn of the Hour that I do with a few friends. Hope Minecraft is I'm pretty sure the kid that fills the Minecraft. My friends, if they're watching, you guys can correct me later if I'm wrong. Um and she is the goddess of death, that I know for sure. And then you saw Arasana, which the dress I had bought from the finale merch of Fable SMP, so that is the canon dress from the series. And she's basically a ally, part ally, part human. And she went through like being controlled by people she shouldn't have been controlled by for a while, to almost killing her sibling and then being rescued from a soul bond, I think. And then the last one was Pommy, who is from QSMP, and basically the character is an egg, but a lot of people turn those eggs into normal costumes.
Okay, nice. Definitely a different set than normal, which is cool. I like that. Out of the norm. Few video game characters like that.
Yeah, I do
That
mainly video game characters.
Oh, there is nothing wrong with that. Video game has so much to choose from out there nowadays, and honestly, if I could, I'd probably be doing at least about 12 to 20 different variations with if I could right now. But everyone's got different genres they like. Me, I still like my old fighting games, so Soul Calibur being definitely one of them. But I wouldn't mind doing a mashup with Legend of Zelda and something else.
I like Legend of Zelda.
Oh yeah, phenomenal game series. But of all the series, out of all the games there, it's actually the Super Nintendo one back in the day that's still my favorite to this day.
My favorite is Majora Mask.
That's a lot of people's, and I see why. It's so well done. The music, the story, the gameplay.
There's also another reason that's my favorite because I'm a huge creepypasta fan, and my favorite creepypasta is related to that game.
Oh, okay.
His name's Ben Drowned. Basically, he was playing the game, and then his father took him, drowned him, and he became like a curse in the video game.
Oh, wow. You learn something new every day. I did not know anything about that. Huh. All right. So have you ever experienced an oh my god moment at any con, event, Ren Fair, anything like that?
A bad or a good one?
Let's go with one of each.
Okay, so good one would be I didn't expect I forgot what guest it was gonna be, but um I was looking at the guests for this year and I didn't think a certain guest that I've always wanted to meet was gonna be there this year at GR Comic Con, and I found out they are on the guest list.
Okay.
And then a bad one would be my first time at GR Comic Con. Um Most of the time me and my friend were being followed around by a creepy old man, like holding his phone towards me for like an hour or two.
Oh wow. Was this last year?
No, this was a few years ago.
Okay. I know last year there was an incident where someone was doing that with a guest as well.
I haven't gone back to GR Comic Con in a few years because it's expensive.
It can be definitely, but yeah, they got a good set of guests going to be showing up this year.
Yeah, I'm
I'm kind of
excited for
curious.
this year's guests.
I'm kind of curious. Which one is the oh my god that you're actually looking for?
Stolas from Has Been Hotel.
Nice.
And
Stolas is
then
going to be fun.
yeah, and then my dad, he really wanted to go because Danny Trejo is gonna be there.
Yep.
But he can't, so what I'm doing is I'm going to buy a personal message from Danny Trejo if I have enough money for my dad.
I love it.
Because
That's
he's the
awesome.
one that made sure my dad's the one that is making sure I go to this con and don't miss it because of Stolas being there.
So funny part is, as much as Stolas is awesome, I want to go ahead and meet Richard Horvitz.
I want to meet Brandon Rogers.
Brendan would definitely be fun as well, but the voice of Moxie from Hell of a Boss,
I'm
he's been
pretty
in a lot of other stuff prior too, other than voice
pretty
acting.
sure he's gonna be there.
What's that?
I'm pretty sure he's gonna be there.
Yep, he is.
Yeah.
Originally, it was supposed to be Moxie and Millie, but Millie's
Yeah,
voice
I
actress
got so
backed out.
sad that Millie had to back out.
But did you hear who they got to replace her?
Voice of Valentino.
Yep, Joel Perez. So that should definitely be fun. But yeah, they have a good lineup this year, and I guess a few
Yeah.
more still waiting to be announced.
Oh, that'll
Yeah.
be awesome. Cause I'm making bracelets for every artist I want to meet.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna be broke and autographs usually cost money.
Unfortunately, they do. But if you can't get an autograph, you can sometimes get a memory by at least meeting the person.
Yeah. But I don't
So,
want to be weird and just go up and say hi, so I'm making a bracelet for all of them.
okay. I like the idea of that. What kind of bracelets?
Some are going to be rubber band, and most are going to be rubber band bracelets. And if I have a chance, I'll make bead bracelets and maybe fan art.
That is cool. Well, hey, if you see me and you have an extra one, I would love to get one of those.
I'm going to make quite a bit. I'm going to make like specific ones targeted towards the characters that the voice actors play, and then I'm going to make a bunch of extra ones I'll just hand out randomly.
See, I like that. Creativity on many different levels, from cosplay to art in general. Yes, more people, please, let's do this. Yeah,
I like when people do like the bracelet tradings at cons.
see, I've not seen anyone do a bracelet trading, but I did see someone that, as soon as I said hi and told them that I love their cosplay, they reached into the bag and they pulled out a small little baggie of stickers and a few other things. It was just random. It's like, oh, what do we have here?
That is cool.
They
We need to normalize stuff like that.
Exactly. I do have a character I want to do in the future, and if I do this character, I do have some items I want to give out.
Ooh, what character?
Uncle Iroh from Avatar: The Last Airbender,
Oh, that's cool.
the Order of the White Lotus version.
Oh, that's gonna be cool.
And if anyone is either dressed as an Avatar character and comes up and says hi and just absolutely loves the cosplay, I want to have high show tiles made so that way I can actually induct them into the Order of the White Lotus.
Oh, that's cool. What I want to do if I end up cosplaying Cersei to con, which I probably will, just with black hair instead of brown hair.
Okay.
I want to get a bunch of fake flowers and make like custom little things with the fake flowers because she has a lot of flowers related to her.
Okay.
Because she like rules over nymphs and stuff like that. So I want to get fake flowers to hand out as Cersei.
Make sure you go with someone else. Because if you can't hold on to it yourself and you're with someone else and they can hold a bag, they can
Yeah,
hold
my
on to that
aunt's
for you.
going this year, so I'm gonna hopefully have her hold the bag, and then she bought like 5 or 6 different tickets to invite more people, so I won't be alone.
That's cool. It was at what was it? Was it Kogan Con as well, or no? It was a Grand Rapids Comic Con Spring Fling, and it was a really cool Comic Con if I'm not mistaken as well. No, it was Kogan Con. There was a kid dressed up as Vega from Street Fighter,
Oh, cool. Yeah,
but
I'm pretty sure I saw them.
skinny guy, nice mask, had the blade. But
Yeah.
if you went up to him and told him that you loved his cosplay, got a picture, he then pulled out the rose. So he had
Oh,
fake
that's cool.
roses for everyone like that, and he was giving out.
That is cool. I'm probably gonna get a bunch of like pink and purple flowers because Cersei wears a bunch of pink.
Okay. Yeah, there's another character that I want to do. I'm trying to finish it by the Grand Rapids Comic Con. If I can, I'm also trying to see if I can find a way to get an item to hand out. But so far, they're extremely expensive unless I try making them myself, and I'm not sure how to make them just yet. So it's a
What are you trying to make?
small orbs. That's all I'm saying right now because if I can make this character, it's going to be a surprise character.
Because I'm thinking if you need help, I could probably figure out how to make it.
That would be awesome.
I have so much free time.
All I'm looking for is like a small orb about the size of maybe a marble, maybe a little bit larger than a marble. And it doesn't have to be, high quality resin or anything like that. Just, I mean, I
If
thought about even ordering online, trying to find bouncy balls of what I'm looking for, or small little plastic hollow things, and
if you
there
get
is
like
nothing.
air dry clay, like I can show you the cheap stuff that
I never thought of the air dry clay. Oh my gosh.
This is the brand I have. It's really cheap. And if you get this, you can paint it. And it's like the stuff that little kids use, so it's really cheap.
You know, I didn't even think of that doing that at all, not once. And that's the simplest thing I could have done. Thank you, because I get a
Yeah.
discount at my work as well, and we have tons of that. Plus, we have other ones that are just in the small bricks that are the air dry clay. So
Oh,
I could grab, roll, and I'm already done. I
yeah.
didn't even click to do that. Thank you.
Yeah, I
That's
use air dry clay all the time.
that's amazing. All right, as soon as I'm done with the broadcast here today, I'm gonna go shopping for some more items because now I have the inspiration that I needed. Very cool. I love that. Oh man, oh man. So, do you have any other type of projects that you're looking to do before the Grand Rapids Comic Con, cosplay related, or
Not before Grand Rapids Comic Con, but before Kogan Con, I have a huge project.
okay,
I'm working
single or
on
group?
no, not simple. Not even
Okay,
close to simple. This is going to be one of my biggest projects yet for the competition at Kogan Con. I'm
okay. Oh,
making a transforming Sailor Moon costume
oh, okay. That's gonna be awesome.
to compete in.
I recently saw a person do this transforming costume, but it was on ice skates. They started out
Mm.
in her normal school outfit, and as they went through doing different maneuvers, spinning, things started changing with each part of the move, and all of a sudden the outfit started changing. But what got me was the shoes. The inside of the shoes, when rolled down, looked like the socks and the shoes, dark color, light color. But then would reach down part of the move, kind of like you know, kind of like doing a lunge, a side lunge. But then
Yeah.
we grabbed it, and then as soon as they wouldn't hit grab it, when they stood back up, they pulled it and it turned red. So basically, it was inside out that allowed it to, when they pulled it up, now transform into the booth.
Oh, cool.
It was it was brilliant. But I've seen a lot of this recently too. What was it? Either America's Got Talent or one of the other shows. This lady comes on stage and she does a magic trick. The magic trick is her outfit. When she looks at something and moves it around, it changes to whatever it is. So if it's a picture on a tablet, taps the tablet, doesn't like it, turns around, all of a sudden the clothes change. It's above her, things fall on top of her, boom, and now it changes to what that was above her. And I saw another person who did a very similar idea, and he kind of gave away how he does it. His was a mask, and the mask instantly, when he did this, would change. And what it was stretched across, and on the back there was a small little thing holding the strings. And when the strings let go, it went so quick that you didn't see it. It just went straight down into his shirt.
Oh, cool.
It allowed for what looked like an instantaneous transformation when all it was I'm pulling the mask off. You don't see it, and there it is. It's just that quick. So it looks
Those
like the
ones are a
clothes were doing the
lot
same
harder
thing.
to do.
Maybe, but it all depends how you do it.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be, let's say the skirt and up, but then when you go ahead and pull the bow, the rest of it actually just slides down and then covers the rest.
Yeah, what I'm gonna do is have Velcro on one side, the sleeve and everything, and it'll be pulled, and then the white dress will fall down.
Okay. I think they're going to definitely love that.
I've
Are you going
never
to,
won a competition before, so I'm trying my hardest to win at least once at Kogan Con.
it's definitely worth it. Are you going to go ahead and have which wand are you going to have if you're going to have a wand?
I don't know yet. I'm still in the planning stage.
Okay.
I don't think I'll be able to do a wand with it because of how much it's going to cost to make the costume itself.
Fair enough. You might actually be able to find a wand that's very similar to what you're looking though, like even at a dollar store, and then change it up a
Yeah.
little bit. But I was just kind of curious since it threw me off that Sailor Moon has so many to choose from.
Yeah, she does.
Honestly, I only knew there was five. Didn't realize there was around like 15.
At first, I only knew of one for the longest time.
Gotta love it. But of course, Sailor Moon is considered to be one of the strongest characters in anime, and everyone will argue about that. But that's going to be a fun one. Few
Yeah,
people I know.
especially my grandma's helping me with it because I'm not the best at sewing with machines.
Okay, well that's still awesome though. Now, a couple of friends of mine they wanted to do a Sailor Moon crossover of characters. Give an example. Let's say Alistair from Has Been Hotel, but as Sailor Moon. You know,
Oh, that would be awesome.
or Squirtle, Sailor Moon. Just find different characters and do them as a Sailor Moon, and then all of us go as a group.
That would be funny.
Yeah, I've told them I have the perfect one that I'd be willing to do, and it's all because of this group who made a song called Shaggy Ball Z. They crossed over Dragon Ball Z and Shaggy from Scooby Doo. Did the
With
whole
that
thing.
idea of a Sailor Moon crossover, now I might have to make a different costume for the competition.
Sorry, I didn't mean to go ahead and give you more stress. My apologies.
No, it's not more stress, it might be more fun.
Fun is
Thank
good.
you, Sailor Moon.
Versatility of awesomeness altogether. Now, the character I was actually looking to do, it's if you're familiar with Street Fighter,
Yeah.
Colonel Guile, but it's called Sailor Soldier. So it's Colonel Guile with the hair in a Sailor Moon outfit.
Oh, that would be cool.
It's a small little snippet in their video that they have, and once I saw it, I was like, you know what? I am crazy enough to do that with my friends. Get us all right there
Me
and just be
too.
like,
I would be that crazy too.
hey, gotta have versatility, gotta have fun. I mean, if you don't, what's the point?
Yeah.
Let's see. So, how do you balance your life between cosplay?
Um, I just don't do cosplay as much. Like recently, I haven't been doing costumes as much. I've mainly been doing crafts for the costumes. Like my first time cosplaying again will probably be the 30th of this month. No, it'll be earlier because of scare acting. But usually during the week I don't cosplay much anymore because of school. And I just work on the stuff after school and then cosplay during the weekend.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's hard between things, but it's one of those big questions. How do people do it? You know,
Yeah, it's really hard, but it's worth it in the end.
very true. For anyone out there, if you have any doubts and you decide I don't want to do it, it's too hard, do it.
It's very worth it, and then there will be a lot of bumps if you just start cosplaying. Like for the longest time, I was using or not expo markers, but Crayola markers for makeup because
Now that's inventive.
that's all I had. I used my own hair, my own clothes, and Crayola markers.
Definitely know the feeling there. One year, I had my hair grown completely out over the shoulders, and it was all to meet one person, and they canceled. Yep. So everyone knows Keith David for different things. A lot of people of this generation nowadays would think of him as he's Husk from Has Been Hotel. Others would know him from Pitch Black or, you know, other voice acting he's done like Goliath from, Gargoyles. Me, I know him as the guy who does not like rent-a-cops or police from Men at Work with Charlie Sheen, and an old classic sci-fi movie with former WWE wrestler Rowdy Piper called, oh gosh, and I just completely forgot what it was called right now too, and it's one of my favorite movies. They Live. There it is. I almost said
I've
The Thing.
seen, I'm pretty
You've
sure
seen.
I've seen that before.
So the whole movie is he gets a pair of sunglasses and he can see aliens. But when he takes the sunglasses off, they look like real people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keith David is his buddy that he has a bar fight basically in the alleyway.
Oh, cool.
So I was going to get the blue shirt, blue jeans, do the whole thing there, had the hair done up, get a pair of sunglasses, talk to Keith David, get a picture taken with him, and go, okay, can I please get a picture taken of me trying to give you the sunglasses and you're just punching me right here? Nope, he didn't show up. He had to cancel, so the hair just went.
Me and my friend, when we meet him, we're planning to do Husk and Angel.
That would be awesome.
I'm going to be the one doing Angel Dust because I'm getting the costume because of my 18th birthday coming up. But I don't want to cosplay Angel Dust till I'm 18 because of all the
Yeah.
controversy. Even
Oh,
though
yeah.
I really don't care because Angel Dust is literally an off-brand version of my mom.
Okay.
My mom and Angel Dust had the exact same business, exact same job basically, but the only different thing is she wasn't forced. So because of that, I want to cosplay Angel Dust, and my best friend is going to cosplay Husk.
Now, are you guys going to be doing the traditional outfits? Or
I'm
are you.
actually going to do the poison outfit.
Oh, okay.
I really want to do that one.
It's an amazing one, but it does go ahead and bring a lot of memories because that song was dark. It's awesome, don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. But wow, was that dark. Those sudden little, changes like that just made you go, whoa. We just took
That
a
was my
change.
favorite song in the whole show.
Same here until More Than Anything came out with Lucifer and Charlie.
Yeah, I like any song with Angel because Angel is my favorite character.
When it comes down to it, at the end of the series, that one line Lucifer delivers, that's a mistake, and you watch Angel Dust literally raise that eyebrow like, oh, and Valentino just pops in afterwards like, oh, this just got interesting.
Yeah,
I snorted my drink.
because of all of what happened in season 1, I have so many theories of what's happening in season 2.
You and me both, but honestly, one of my theories people don't like
Oh,
Alistair being the villain.
I thought that too.
Finally, someone else with clarity.
Because I think that, like, people hate this theory about that I have, but the V's, they act like that. Yes, no one likes Valentino. Don't give him credit. But I think the other two aren't the bad guys. I think Fox and Alistair had something that happened, and Alistair's actually the villain in that.
Yeah, but I don't think it's them intentionally.
Yeah.
See, Husk delivers the whole line that Alistair is on a chain as well.
Yeah.
But he's been gone for so long and no one knows where. Well, you're in hell. There's no place in hell to really hide unless you're up there. And
Yeah.
who was up there at the very end of season 1? Lilith.
Lilith.
So what if she went ahead and sent him down there to stir the trouble on purpose with all the eyebrow raising and trouble he was making on purpose to get Lucifer in the fight, knowing what was going to go on, to get rid of Adam, to then go ahead and kind of take over things in her own way, but using him as a pawn and saying basically, if you do what I ask, you get this going on. Not only will Lucifer get in there, you will get the favor from Charlie because she agrees a favor to be named later. And now they're saying, Lilith, you have to clean this up and you have to go back down now. The
That's
problem is,
actually a good theory.
I think Alistair, because he made that deal with Charlie, put a kink in it, and she doesn't know it yet. And somehow he's going to go ahead and either get her soul or someone's soul, something along the lines that's going to make him more powerful. That he's going to take over like the actual king of hell. And Lucifer is now going to have to fight thing, and it's going to be a whole thing of trying to get everything back. But then we find out that even though Alistair's a bad guy, he had a different ulterior plan itself, where he's still not the bad guy. He's just more of a realist. And yeah, but that's just that's my opinion right there.
I actually like that theory a lot better than my friend's theory.
The series is great. That's all I can say. And the fact that not next month, in 2 months, in December, I will be able to meet the cast. I am so looking forward to it.
Wait, what?
GalaxyCon Ohio, December, is going to have the cast of Has-Been Hotel minus Keith David, Vaggie, and Lucifer. Those are the only
Brandon
three.
Rogers is going to be there?
What's that?
Is Brandon Rogers going to be there?
Angel Dust?
No, Brandon Rogers. He voiced
Which one is it?
Blitzo in Hello
Oh,
Boss.
not from Hell of a Boss. Just Has-Been Hotel.
Still, I'm going to text my dad and be like, "Hey, you wanna drive all the way up to Ohio?"
Take a look online, look at everything. But yes, that is one of the big things that they're doing. It's going to have the cast there. So yes, Charlie's going to be there. Nifty's going to be there. Alex Brightman. So you have Serpentia / Adam. Yes, he's going to be there. It's
I
going to be
have to
fun.
go. I have to go.
But we are running to the end of our show here today, and I have to say it was a pleasure talking to you. Before we end, do you have any words of wisdom that you'd like to say to any fellow cosplayers or future cosplayers out there?
Well, if you're just starting cosplay or just scared to do it, just do it. It doesn't matter if you make paper wigs, yarn wigs, buy expensive wigs, or don't use wigs at all, or no makeup, just clothes from your own closet. Everyone started somewhere. I started making masks from a piece of paper, not even coloring it, and styling my own hair with clothes in my closet and using markers for makeup. No matter what you do, it's your depiction of the character, and you do you. You can do anything you want through cosplay. It's just an escape from reality. And if it never becomes professional where you get expensive stuff, it's more fun that you're doing how you want to and having fun how you want than doing it how other people want or just being too scared to cosplay in general because of how some of the people in the community are. Just keep trying and don't give up even if you feel like wanting to, because it'll be worth it in the end.
Well said. Beautiful. Wholeheartedly agree. It has been an absolute pleasure. And for everyone out there, remember, comment, let us know what you think. If you have a cosplayer in mind that you would love to be on the show, reach out to them or let me know. Other than that, like, subscribe on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and we'll see you next time. But of course, always remember, you can dream, believe, create. Have a good night, everyone.
Are you interested in cosplay, currently a cosplayer, or have an experience you wish to share? Want to be on the show? Simply text, email, or send a message on our Facebook page. I can't wait to hear from you.